Hey guys, Suarez Digital here. First off, thank you so much for 853 subscribers. It really means the world to me, and I will continue to make more wholesome content for you all. So I'm really excited about the Sonic 3 movie. I'm so excited that I do not want to see any spoilers, and I'm willing to go to any lengths to make sure that happens, even if it means locking myself in the bathroom for 3 to 4 months to ensure that I don't see any spoilers at all. Which doesn't sound like a bad idea, so I might just actually do that. Honestly, I think I could get away with it, and I have enough money saved up that it should not be an issue. And as my smart brain would know it, I can double dip with this content. See, while I'm going to be waiting for the Sonic 3 movie to come out, I am also going to make a video called Locking Myself in the Bathroom for 3 to 4 months for the Sonic movie. I will also live stream it, so by the time I get out, I will have hundreds of millions of subscribers. It is a genius plan that someone else should have thought of it. So, let's get to work. Well, about a couple months later, we see that our growth has been non-existent. And, I really honestly thought that locking myself in the bathroom for 3 to 4 months would actually make a huge wave on the internet and propel us to stardom. But seems now that, maybe finding fame on the internet and as a content creator isn't feasible for me. Maybe I'm gonna have to look at other jobs and just give up on my dreams of content creation and just accept the fact that I will never create content that people will like and resonate with, and that this whole content creation stuff is just a waste of time. Yeah, is what I would say if I was a little bitch. Who cares if we got less than 1 view on those videos? I, for one, do not. Nah, fam, we go hard on this channel. Whether we have 1 or 1 million viewers, we're gonna keep hammering in so much new content. Besides, all that time in the bathroom had just given me an idea on how I can grow and become one of the best YouTube channels up. Again, the odds may be against us, and it might seem impossible to do, but I truly believe that those odds are good enough for us. We're gonna have so much new content coming out that you guys will beg us to stop. Will it always be good? Probably not. It's not going to probably be everyone's niche, but you know what? At the end of the day, I make those videos for me. With that said, thank you so much for watching this video because, even though we didn't get the attention we thought we would, nevertheless, I feel like, someone's going to look back and be like, look, humble beginnings right then and there from this individual. And even if they don't, the internet's almost kind of forever, assuming YouTube doesn't go down and different content creation space takes over. Yeah, you can definitely plan on me for being here for a good long while. With that said, thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for everyone who tuned into the stream. We will see you all later. Now I know what you all might be asking. Suarez Digital, did you really lock yourself in the bathroom, or is this just a bit? Well, as you know, Miku and I never lie for engagement. With that said, yes, I did lock myself in the bathroom for 4 months. And I know what some of y'all might be saying. Suarez Digital, if you truly locked yourself in the bathroom, then where's the proof? Well, boom. As you can see here, there is plenty of evidence. The only problem is that this is the most boring piece of content you'll ever see. It's not glorious, it's not fun, and no one's standing outside with money trying to bribe me to come out. This is just madness, the true essence of what it means to be confined in one space for about 4 months. But don't take my word for it. For the next 30 minutes, here is the most interesting parts that we can find in our video from our time that we spent in the bathroom. Again, I say the most interesting, but arguably that's also pretty boring. Anyhow, hit it, Miku! So as you all can see, the bathroom is nice, clean, and tidy. We made sure that it's going to be hospitable and livable for the next 3 months, hopefully. 3 to 4 months that I plan to stay on here. Toilet seats all washed. We got a bidet installed there because, we want to make sure that any toilet paper we have lasts for a good long while. So, be prepared. We, yep, nope. Yep, nice little bidet there. Oh, ha. To start off, this bathroom is going to be very small. We're going to have to make sure that all of our stuff somehow fits in here and that it's comfortable enough for us to be able to sleep, eat, and have multi-purpose stuff. Obviously too, you don't want to eat where you poop, which is going to be the most difficult part ever, but fortunately that just means that we do have a toilet and kitchen, and we will see if all those videos that they make online about living in a minimal space actually is functional. I say some really boring stuff here. All you have to know is that I put a yoga mat and a bunch of blankets on top of that and a bunch of towels on top of that. Alright guys, with that said, the challenge starts now. We are well equipped with necessities that we have here. Again, like y'all saw, our bag of clothes, our place to sleep. I think it's going to be one of the most funnest challenges. I think we're going to have a lot of cool little things we can clip from. Now with the challenge started, we are honestly going to test ourselves and see how well we can handle in here. Honestly, I'm not a little too concerned because to save y'all from boredom, I'm going to play Sonic 3 and Knuckles right here in the corner for the remainder of the stream. Unfortunately, the audio didn't record, so it's still going to be kind of boring, but nonetheless, I tried. It is still going to be a lot easier than most of those challenges you see online where the individuals have absolutely nothing to do. I also got some reading material that can be slid into me if I do get bored, because again, the one thing too is I don't have access to medical grade professionals, so I don't want to come out of here like a, like with my mind broken and me being like delusional or whatnot. I want to make sure that at least his challenge is fun, and whatnot. And yes, obviously there is a stream going on, but I try to make sure that everything's hidden to ensure that I am not, being distracted by what's going on. And, it is not a challenge for people to bother me and kind of do all this weird stuff, like other streamers do. It's just let's see if we can do this. Let's see if we can hang in here for a couple months. And with 2 weeks going into this, it's a lot I already learned about myself. First and foremost, I learned that I can draw from different angles. Anyone who's been following me knows that I've just been drawing a bunch of OCs and like, that Vtuber stance style, just straight looking forward. But now guys, we have angles. There's Renee sleeping. We have that going on. We have this fake minimalist poster here of Toby, in her head. I saw like a One Piece poster like this one, so I decided, you know what, I kind of want to do that, because I think that's also pretty fun to try. We spent a lot of time designing maps in here, because why not, got a world build, kind of understand how your world works. Oh, this is a map I'm kind of really proud of one area. Really thought we can turn this into like a little mini RPG game. So once I get out of here, I'm gonna figure out how to do that. Kind of wish I had a PC in here with me so I can kind of play around and do that as I went, but unfortunately that is not the case. And now I know what some people are saying. Suarez Digital, why would you do this yourself? Obviously for views. You guys all remember I'm the guy who also plugged out all his facial hair. And you know what? We got millions of views from that. Got a couple hundred subscribers from that as well too. So it was kind of worth it, but it was interesting. But hopefully this challenge proves to be a little bit more rewarding, since at the end of the day, you gotta capitalize on it. That's what you have to do. No matter what you do. You could literally probably just tape yourself watching paint dry and capitalize on that if you're smart enough and you know what to do. Fortunately, I'm not. So I kind of have to play this with a grain of salt, and try to figure out things as I go. Afterwards, I did kind of figure out that we could kind of use our cleaning sponges to bathe ourselves, but I don't think that'd be the best idea because it did hurt for a bit, but I mean, it helps. Some of these have little soaps in them, but yeah, I guess kind of the update as well too, it's a little cumbersome, but it gets work done. While we're in here, what I found out was the easiest thing would be, let me show you guys. It'd be to move all this stuff and wrap it over there. And then, after some intense cleaning of the toilet, okay, Sparky clean again. What we do is, okay, hold up. Put the bidet on, and then we just shoot. And and then I just stand right here and just and then clean it off with the towels. That towel right there is one that we cleaned off there. But yeah, that's how we kind of just figured out the best approach for that.
Yeah, I mean, okay, I'll be honest, like half the time too, I don't even want to film or record anything because there's nothing going on. Like, there's really nothing going on. I just lay here and sleep and eat and, well, actually, you know what? Now that we're on that, we're gonna take a look at my sleep charts to show how often and how much I've been sleeping.
And this is what my Garmin ended up picking up. For the most part, as you saw, I sleep a lot. Sometimes 12 hours, sometimes 11, sometimes not at all apparently. But for the most part, it was very consistent as, I never knew what time of the day it was. And fortunately, I can turn the lights off whenever I wanted.
Just happened. I honestly thought this would be more exciting to have more footage to show, but a lot of it, I mean, no one wants to see me stretch. No one wants to see me do any of that stuff. So it's just kind of been me just chilling here. Ooh. Look at our fine little mess here. It's just been us chilling. So, I mean, there's not much going on, just those have been here. One thing I think I realized too is that my mustache probably stopped growing. And I think this is as long as it gets, because everything else is still growing. I kind of found out that this grows a little bit more than this. This stopped growing a bit, or at least slower, but oh my goodness. Oh, that's interesting. And then these... actually, that has stopped growing a bit, so... because I remember once the first one was done, I was a little worried into that. Y'all, it is... oh, you can't see me. We'll use the... there we go. I'll use this light. Because I don't want to use the light to wake anyone else up, but... it's... oh, it is... it is 3 in the morning. Daylight saving time just changed, so we get an extra hour to sleep in. What is it? I think we have to sleep, spring forward, fall back. Spring forward, you fall back, so B2. Normally do 3, so B2 o'clock. Yeah. So that is where we're at right now. Yeah, I mean, I guess we missed Halloween, which I guess isn't too bad, Scary part is that we're just kind of stuck in here. Ooh, how scary. I tried my hands at pixel art here. It wasn't the best because generally I don't think we did it correctly, but I don't have access to internet to kind of do that myself. So we spent a couple of days trying to figure this out. Those that were here know what happened, but this is kind of the end result. It's kind of what we kind of ended up going off of. So this is some of the art we have going on here. I turned off the lights just because you couldn't see it otherwise. This is Renee's mom. This is an art piece I actually really like a lot, but that was fun to draw. She has very tired eyes because, she's tired of, her kind, morphers being treated like garbage, and, the fact that she has a daughter that also gets treated like garbage because of that. And that's her daughter, Renee, obviously one of the protagonists of our story, who she is, constantly worried about, what kind of future she's going to be growing up, especially one that discriminates towards their kind. For anyone who ran cross country, this is what I did in high school, and, I personally, that was a little too hard to do. I don't actually think that's, that's doable for, especially at knowing what I know now. Hey guys, Suarez Digital here. We are 3 months into this. As you can see, our beard has grown substantially. Getting a little longer hair as well too. Oh, it's getting pretty long too. Yeah, it's getting long there. But yeah, it's been 3 months in here and hasn't been too bad. It is wearing on me, and it's the same old. Yeah, I mean, there's not much to update. There's just, anyone who's been watching knows that all this stuff has been going on. It's just been the same old. You guys hearing about our new adventure. At least we got to the part where Toby, actually, no, the biggest change on that was that Toby's origin story has been changed, along with most of her teammates, to make it more appealing to the mass audiences. The other thing too, that I have picked up a couple of reading materials as well too. Been looking into some old training logs from when I used to run. Just going over stuff like that just to make sure that I'm up to date and memorize all the basics, so I can go back into once I go back into training, I know exactly what to do and what needs to be done. The one thing about doing this is that no one's going to be able to accuse me of faking this, because all of it will be tape and it'll be evidence. unless there isn't, and people accuse me of just shooting and filming all this backwards and cutting my hair and beard in reverse to make it appear that I've been here stuck the last 3 months. Oh, I mean, look how long my hair is here too. Dang, that's pretty long. That is long, guys. So we have a couple more days left before we're able to get out of here. I can't wait because I haven't had the chance to take a proper shower. It's all been sponge baths. It's not really the most flattering, or I would personally say hygienic way. But it is what it is because we decided to, I guess, do this challenge. High key, I think it did more damage to my hair not being able to have any proper shampoo, because, jeez, that feels weird. There's a lot of characters in the story that I kind of want to develop because, based on what we draw, there's actually over 300 characters and some that still have not even been made, which is going to make things more interesting as we develop the story, because there are themes in the real world that I take inspiration from that will be very detrimental with how the rest of the story narrative will go. And after this, I'm excited to kind of share the story out with everyone, because it's my time in here. We've had so much time to be able to develop that and turn it into something that I think we could all be very proud of, or that I could be very proud to show everyone. Obviously, too, it was really great being able to draw all these characters and finally put a lot more details and depth into it. I really do think this challenge would have been a lot different if I was truly confined with nothing to do. But the fact is, I still had paper, I still had pencil, I had, this tablet for me to just draw and do stuff while I was in here. So I think that might have skewed how this experiment went, just because of the sole fact that it became more of a, a confinement getaway rather than just a true test of like, oh, there's nothing to do here. But again, I think I don't have the resources that big channels do to be able to medically grade for that. So this is probably something that would kind of tip the scales in my favor. So Nara's whole thing is the fact that she is the what we consider the first Zodiac, and the Zodiacs are really important in the story because the Zodiacs are actually the ones that kickstart a lot of the lore narratives for the world. So, for example, Zodiacs are, the Zodiac story is based off of the Chinese Zodiac, where they have a race to see determined which animals will be in the calendar or some sort. I decided to take inspiration from that and also add that to our story to make sure that our world building not only incorporates inspiration from our real world, but also turns it into its own fictional thing as well. There's a lot of great characters that we worked on while we were here. A lot of great little drawings there that I really just enjoyed, working on my art and just working on, the betterment of skills that I, normally don't think I could normally don't get to work on because of the distractions of the outside world. Y'all, it's been about a couple months now. Starting to get weary and tired, but our imagination knows no bounds, so I'm a little bummed this kind of broke, but it's considering that we're almost done filming anyways, that it doesn't really matter, to say the least. So with a couple days to go, we have burned through all our toothbrushes. We have 2 more left. Like I said, I didn't think we'd be going through this much, but I guess we ended up doing that, I mean, I guess that's what happens when you have nothing else to do. Just your hygiene just goes above the roof, hopefully. Alright, this is the final day of us being in here. We've been trying to live stream the whole thing in here, and it's I tried not looking at the view count, but it did get the better of me the other day. Having only 1 viewer, this last week or so. It was a little demotivational, but nevertheless, you know, I don't think, you know, like I figured, you know, it was a big risk. We weren't guaranteed any viewers, so I figured, I don't even know what I want to say anymore. I'm so tired. Yeah, it's been, you know, that's a big change there. Holy moly. That was probably the longest my hair any of this has gotten in a while. Yes. I don't really think it was that bad, you know. Well, maybe because I just personally do really well in solitude. Maybe I found out that I'm actually a secret introvert. Because you know, I did find a lot of the peace time very enjoyable. All I really did was sleep and relax, and you know, just kind of veg out from the world. I mean, granted, it's also a little biased because you know, food was taken care of well. You know, they just slipped it under the door and or just handed it to me. So I mean, that grade of knowledge was there, knowing that that was available. You know, as far as social contact, I realized that I don't really depend a lot on other people communicating with me, especially with those long days and long hours that I just, you know, I just sat and drew all day, and you know, that was also very enjoyable because it just got me, you know, it gave me a lot of me time to work on for myself. One thing I do realize is that I'm not got a little chunky while I was in here, you know, for the lack of exercise, but that's something I want to fix now that I'm gonna be out and about. I think being in here really made me treasure and want to go out and about a little more and just, you know, be a lot more active again, because you know, I do miss being active.